A cloud of suspicion surrounds the deaths of Oscar-winning actor Gene Hackman and his wife, whose bodies were found in their Santa Fe home. Gene Hackman, known for his iconic roles and brilliant performances, shocked the world with his mysterious death alongside his beloved wife, Betsy Arakawa. Their lifeless bodies were found under puzzling circumstances in their New Mexico home, leaving fans and investigators with countless questions. The FBI found evidence and hints of a long-hidden secret, and the story of their tragic end is a swirling mix of mystery, heartbreak, and curious details that demand a closer look into both their past and final moments. On February 26th, what began as a routine maintenance check turned into one of the most perplexing crime scenes in recent memory. Two maintenance workers arrived at Gene Hackman's Santa Fe mansion expecting ordinary repairs, only to be met with an eerie silence and an unlocked front door. Inside, the scene painted a grim picture. Gene Hackman, aged 95, was found in a small room near the back door with his cane and sunglasses left nearby, while his wife, Betsy Arakawa, aged 65, was discovered in the bathroom. Her body near a countertop where pills were strewn about and an open prescription bottle was left as if in haste. A space heater tipped over on the floor near the body added to the jumble of puzzling evidence. Investigators noted that while authorities initially suspected carbon monoxide poisoning, the gas lines were found to be safe. Moreover, it appeared the couple's remains had experienced a level of dehydration, suggesting death occurred some time before the discovery. Adding to the mystery was the presence of three pets. Two were seen wandering outside in a confused state, and one dog found deceased inside a crate hinted at a prolonged period without proper care or a sudden interruption in feeding routines. The scattered medications, the unsettling open door, and the unaccounted for pet raised more questions than answers. The case of Gene Hackman and Betsy Arakawa has become a magnet for theories, with investigators and fans alike squinting at the evidence for a hint of a larger truth. At first glance, natural causes might seem plausible for someone like Hackman, aged 95, yet the fact that his wife, only 65, was found in such a precarious state complicates any easy conclusion. Was it a tragic accident, the result of an unforeseen medical emergency, or something more sinister? One leading theory centers on the scattered medications found near Betsy's body, pointing to the possibility of an overdose or the hurried actions of someone experiencing an extreme health crisis. Some believe that a sudden episode, like a heart attack, stroke, or severe allergic reaction, could have spurred a desperate search for relief through self-medication. Alternatively, it suggested that one may have taken pills intentionally, leading the other into a state of shock and despair, driving them both toward a tragic conclusion. Another widespread speculation stems from earlier assessments that hinted at carbon monoxide poisoning. But after thorough inspections, this theory lost ground as no leak was found. However, remnants of toxic fumes cannot be entirely ruled out until autopsy and toxicology reports deliver their verdict. Adding an extra layer of mystery is the discovery of a monthly planner and two green cell phones, suggesting the couple might have been keeping track of appointments or even secret plans, hinting that life inside their secluded home might have had aspects unknown to even their closest acquaintances. The news of Gene Hackman's death sent shockwaves through Hollywood and his circle of family and friends. His daughters and grandchildren were left grappling with the sudden loss of a man who was not just a star but also a loving father and grandfather. Emotional tributes poured in from colleagues like Clint Eastwood and Morgan Freeman, joining the chorus of voices mourning a true giant of the film industry, while social media quickly filled with images and heartfelt messages, echoing the deep sorrow felt by all who admired his work. His warm, generous spirit was evident, and among those most vocal were his family members, who spoke at length about his personal routines and the quiet strength he possessed in the face of adversity. His daughter Elizabeth recalled that despite his advanced age and the physical toll of a long Hollywood career, Hackman remained in surprisingly good shape, always active with his hobbies like Pilates and yoga. This made the shock of his passing, coupled with Betsy's untimely death, even more confusing. His daughter also hinted at the possibility of carbon monoxide poisoning, suggesting that the silent threat of toxic fumes might have played a part in their tragic fate. This view, embraced by some family members, stands in contrast to the lack of clear external injuries or signs of foul play. Friends and co-stars reminisced about Hackman's down-to-earth nature and his commitment to his art. Many recalled the rare moments when the superstar would step away from the glare of fame to offer a kind word, a lesson in simplicity, or a quiet smile that revealed the depth of his character. Tributes highlighted the fact that while his cinematic legacy would endure forever, the memories of his private moments, those filled with laughter, shared meals, and heartfelt conversation, reminded everyone of the man beneath the myth. As news anchors detailed the scene of his death with both clinical precision and emotional depth, the public was left with an enduring question. How could two people, one so full of life and spirit, meet such a mysterious and untimely end? Theories and speculations abound: accident, overdose, or a darker plan. The facts surrounding the deaths of Gene Hackman and Betsy Arakawa open up a Pandora's box of theories, each more unsettling than the last. With so many clues left scattered around their home, some experts argue that simple natural causes might not tell the full story. Gene Hackman's advanced age would normally point to health-related issues being the culprit in his demise. However, Betsy, at just 65, showed signs suggesting her death was more complex. A puzzling arrangement of pills, an overturned heater, and the eerie stillness of a home once filled with life-raised questions. One speculation centers on the possibility of an accidental overdose. The scene in the bathroom, where pills lay scattered near an open bottle, raises the question of whether Betsy inadvertently took too much medication while trying to manage a sudden health scare or perhaps in a moment of confusion and distress. Did she attempt to help herself and inadvertently create the tragic conditions that led to her death? Some even theorize that she might have seen Gene Hackman collapse in another room, prompting her to take pills in a desperate, unfocused attempt to cope with the horror of the moment. Yet, this theory may not explain everything. The absence of clear signs of forced entry or struggle leaves room for another unsettling possibility: that the couple may have made a conscious decision together, a suicide pact, where one partner's actions triggered a series of events leading both to take their final steps separately. This idea has been proposed by some psychologists studying the case. The separation of the bodies in different areas of the home, Gene near the back entrance and Betsy in the bathroom, could hint that each experienced a sudden crisis individually. However, this idea is countered by those who point to the evidence of a prolonged period of neglect, the condition of the bodies, the dehydrated state of their skin, and the fact that a pet was found dead in a crate suggests that the tragic events might not have been as immediate as a planned self-harm. Another theory involves a potential external influence. The open front door has stimulated speculation that an outsider might have been involved, someone who quietly accessed their home, whether to deliver unwelcome news or even to commit a more calculated act. The discovery of digital clues like a monthly planner and cell phones hints at the possibility of hidden communications or scheduled plans that could shed light on any third-party involvement. Despite the gas company's firm ruling out carbon monoxide poisoning, its early consideration demonstrates how investigators are leaving no stone unturned. With toxicology tests and autopsies still pending, every theory remains on the table, ensuring that the mystery deepens as new clues are analyzed and reevaluated. The road ahead, pending reports, ongoing investigations, and unsolved mysteries, is one that authorities are carefully navigating, eager to uncover the truth behind the baffling deaths of Gene Hackman and Betsy Arakawa. The crime scene, laden with evidence that seems both ordinary and extraordinary, tipped space heaters, scattered pills, mysterious digital records, and a strangely unsuspicious pet environment, has become a puzzle that demands careful, methodical analysis.